How would you like it if you could get access to a ton of leads without having to pay for paid ads? Well, I got something cool for you. Today, I'll be reviewing AutoLeadFindr, which is a brand new platform that allows you to find leads in any category. And then you can also follow up with these leads, meaning you can use this platform to send out emails to the potential customers. You can follow up with these customers. You can add sequences and more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all the details, but in case you're interested, make sure to check out the link in the description. It will redirect you to my website where you can find all the information, like the available upgrades, my bonuses that you're going to get if you pick this up through my link. So make sure to check this out. For now, let's dive into this and let me show you how it works. So right now I'm logged into the software and it works really simple. As you can see here, I'm logged in. I am here with my campaigns, and the only thing that you need to do is you need to click on create new campaign. So when I click on create a new campaign, I can give my campaign a name. So for example, we're searching for plumbers, and you could do any state. So let's say Ohio, plumbers in Ohio. You could do any state or any category you'd like. And then you could set your from name, your organization name, your website. And then in here, you can set what services you offer. Now, when you set up your account, you already set this up, but you can do this manually for each campaign. So I can say we do SEO, or we do, let's say SEO services. We deliver SEO services. So you select this in here, and you can even offer more if you like. And then from here, you can search for leads. So for example, here, you can choose from all these different categories here. So let me scroll through them so that you can see them, what kind of categories you can search in. Because one thing you cannot do is you cannot type your own categories. So you need to search in these categories. But there are so many in here, as you can see, a ton that you can choose from. And I need to go over it quicker, but let's say here plumbers. You simply type plumber, but you can also say, for example, lawyers, or you could say dentist, like it's in here, whatever you like to. So maybe hair salon. No, it's not in here. Or hair. No, not hair. So you need to go from these lists in here. So in this case, I'm going to do plumbers, and I want to search in location. So you can search in location here. So let's say I want to do Ohio, and then here, search for this city. And one thing that I want to point out as well is you can also upload your own leads so you can reach out to your own leads as well. Now, when I click on create campaign, it will create a new campaign, says success here at the right top. And now it's going to gather the leads for me in here. So you can see here, it has no leads yet, but it's going to take 34 seconds, about 34 seconds for these leads to come in here. Now, let me open another campaign here, like coffee shops that I already had here, where you can see all the email addresses that have been gathered, all the contact information of your leads. So this is how a list will look like when you require a list. So from here, you can do multiple options. So you can send an email directly. So when I click on send email, I am able to reach out directly to this contact. So I can go over each contact and then send an email. So from here, I can select an email template. So here you can see that I already set up my SEO services. So as you can see here, now I have an email about SEO. But what I also can do is I can say, I want to generate an email with AI. And now it's going to write an email for me, called email for me. As you can see here, hey, I hope this email finds you well. My name is Tim, and I'm reaching out on behalf of Tim International, marketing agency specializing in SEO service. And the email is there. The cool thing is you can also save this template. So when I click on save template, I can say SEO 3. And this is my SEO services 3, and I can reuse this email over and over again. So I can also change this email, and I can redo it again and again and again. So now I can say, for example, I want to use SEO 3, and I want to use this email, and I want to send this. Inside of the email, you can also add dynamic fields that are being filled automatically. And you can also attach reports. Now, I'm going to show you that a little later. It also runs small reports for you. And then from here, you can say, I want to schedule this email. And then you can say the time that you want to send this email, the time zone, and the specific time. And then you can schedule the email to go out, or you can send it directly. Another option is to send a test email to you, but this is how it works. Now, let's say you send this email. The next thing that will happen is it will move the contact to the contacted part in here. So here you can see that I reached out to one contact. You can see here it's cold email, and there is one interaction. There's one email being sent. So right now this customer has not responded yet. If I like, I can click on follow up and I can write another email to this contact. Let's go back here to this part. So from here you can view the thread that has been sent. So when I click on this, you can see here the emails that have been sent. Do you see that? So all emails will be listed in here. And from here, you can also send a follow-up email, and you can read the emails that have been sent. So you always have an overview of what has been communicated to this specific customer. So from here, when customers are responding, they will go to the conversation tab in here, where you can have conversations with your client. In the schedule tab here, you will see all the emails that have been scheduled. Now, another thing that you can do is you can also move contacts to a sequence. So when I click on sequence here, I can set up sequences. Now, I do this by clicking on create new sequence. I can say follow up day 1. And I can say, for example, I want to have this follow up at, let's say, between 3 or let's say between 8 a.m. and 5. So this is in Dutch. 1500. I apply this, and I can say here, I can say the time zone. So I can say, maybe let's see if I can type in here, Amsterdam. Yep. So I can do this and I can create this. And now I've set up a sequence in here that I can modify. So I can add a step to this sequence in here. So I can say, for example, I want to do here the event type. I want to send a custom email, or let's say I want to do a phone call or a LinkedIn post or a LinkedIn message or a LinkedIn profile. But let's say I want to do a custom email. I can say here, I can use an email template. So I can use another email template that I've created here. And I can say the duration start this step after the contact is added to this step. So let's say if you want to have it immediately, you keep this to 0, or you can say I want to have this after 1 day, for example, and then this email will be sent out and I can create the event. So I need to give this a title, SEO follow-up here, and now I can say create event. So in this whole sequence part, the contact will go through the sequence. So I can also say I want to add another step in this sequence. So for example, after 1 day, I can say here the next day, after 2 days, I want to do a phone call to follow up with this customer. I can say, let's say this has to be a phone call, and I can give myself instructions here. For this phone call, I'm going to create this event, and I can see, hey, I need to follow up with this customer. So this way you will be able to set up all the sequence in here. You can see step 1, step 2, that the client will go through when you add this contact to a sequence. Now the next thing is bounced emails that are not being delivered and blacklisted. But let's go back here because we set a sequence. When we go back to our campaigns, we can see here the restaurants. Let's open this one again, the leads. What you can do here, from here, you can say add this email to a list or add this to a sequence here. So here you can say add this to a sequence. I can say, for example, my sequence is not being saved yet because the sequence that I created was for another one. So let's go back. Because the sequence that I created was for the coffee shops specifically. So here I can say here, I want to do this to follow up day 1. That was the sequence. So I can say add to sequence. I'm not going to do that right now. Otherwise this contact will go into the sequence and it will automatically go to this sequence and the contact will be followed up. So another thing is you can click on the details for each contact in here. So here you can see everything about this contact. You can see that they have a website, as you can see in here. So this is a pretty cool website already. You can say, hey, I want to do SEO for this website. You can see their Facebook profile in here. And from here, you can do exactly the same. So I said at the beginning, you could also download reports. So when I click on download reports, it will create a report like this. So, hey, you have SSL, you don't have Google reviews yet, you have Facebook reviews here, you're not having Yelp reviews. So you can send this report as well when you send an email. And like I said here, you can send an email from here, and then you can say, okay, I want to add that report. You can simply upload that with a custom file and send that to them as well. You can also add a CC, by the way, if you want to CC yourself, you can do that as well. But basically, that's all the information for each client. When you click on more actions here, you can add them to a blacklist or a sequence from here, from the contact yourself as well. And you can add them to a list. So when you click on add to list here, you can also say, okay, I want to add this to real estate agents, for example, add to lists. And then it will be here inside of the email lists. There will be the lists that you have created. Another thing here is you can go to the email templates where you can set up the templates that you can use. So when I click on create email template here, I can start writing a template, and then the template will be added, and I can use the template when I'm sending the emails. And that's basically it. You can set up your integrations in here. So I've connected my Hotmail account. You will also be able to add an SMTP account so that you have your own sending domain that is needed, by the way. You cannot use their sending domain, but this is how you connect your account so that you can start sending your emails. And inside of your account settings in here, you can see the global settings. Like, for example, this is my, what services do I offer? I could also do SEO services in here, like this, and I can say marketing services. And now when I do this, it will be automatically be used when I create a new campaign. And that's basically what AutoLeadFindr is all about. It's a cool platform that shows and gives you hundreds and thousands of leads just for a one-time payment right now. Now, in case you're interested, make sure to check out the link in the description. Again, it will redirect you to my website where you can find all the information about the product. Also some bonus that I'm going to give away if you pick this up through my link. And one thing is a really, really cool writer that writes promotional material for you on the fly. Super cool product. That product alone is worth your purchase. So go check it out. And yeah, if you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Please hit a thumbs up if this video is useful. And also consider subscribing, of course, if you haven't done yet. I do a lot of product reviews similar to this one. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I look forward to see you in my next video. Talk soon. Cheers.